Good afternoon and welcome back to another instalment of ICOV and of course the highlight of your Thursday afternoon. I'm your host Tashan Gray.
And I'm Alexis Carrington, and today we have a jam-packed show for you all where we're looking at a hot new pizza spot in Coventry, a charity dinner held for the homeless and the difficulties of living with HIV.
And with us in the studio we have singer and songwriter Helena Ward and Stephen Morton Pryor from Clearwater Events to talk about the City of Culture bid. How are you both doing today, guys?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Great.
You can also head to our SoundCloud to listen back to our radio show. But right now, here's Lizzie Johnson with today's headlines.
We're so sorry about that, guys. But if you didn't already know, Coventry have been competing to become the City of Culture bid, and the bid ends tonight, with the results being broadcasted by BBC One between 7 and 7:30, so do make sure that you tune in.
Yes, they've been shortlisted alongside Stoke-on-Trent, Swansea, Sunderland and Paisley. And we now have Stephen Pryor in the studio from Clearwater Events to discuss more. Welcome, Stephen.
Hello.
Hi, Stephen. How are you doing today?
Thank you for joining us today.
Great.
So, here.
Yeah. So could you tell us a little bit more about what Clearwater Events is and how you was involved in the bid?
We're an events management agency. I set the agency up 6 years ago, purely to be a beacon of opportunity for the region. This region is very underrepresented from an events point of view, from all points of view, really. So I set up Clearwater really to act as a beacon of opportunity to really encourage people from all over the world when they're organising conferences and events, or even in the UK, to come to Coventry, to come to Warwick, to come to Stratford-upon-Avon, to come to Birmingham. They're great places to do business in. And they're also a lot more cost effective than going to London. So we set the agency up. We're the only LGBTQ agency within the Midlands. And we've really tried to showcase the best of the region. 90% of our business is based in the region and 90% of our clients are based here, one of our major clients in Coventry. And we were very much pivotal to the support of the cultural bid, but from a Coventry bid point of view, so from the business improvement district. So we've been working really closely with the business improvement district, and we're currently going through a whole tender process to hopefully, touch wood, help organise some of the amazing events and to encourage footfall into the city. So we've been supporting them, which of course has you know, the supporting piece also to the cultural bid.
Amazing. So I've been seeing all of the social media surrounding the City of Culture bid over the last couple of days. So how do you think it's going to go from your own perspective?
I don't know.
I'm hoping it goes really well.
I think it should go quite well for us. I think the bid has been really succinct. What I've really loved is the fact that we've really, as a city, embraced the cultural diversity. So the bid has been very much about the people, for the people, why it's going to benefit the people. So I actually think that the whole bid process has been really representing how it's going to affect the people of Coventry, rather than, you know, this is like some convoluted marketing piece. I think there's actually going to be a genuine positive impact and footprint that's left. So I think the social media has been really, really positive. Coventry bid, as in the business improvement district, they've been really supporting it for the last 3 years. It's a great opportunity to bring some money into the city.
It is.
Yeah. And what do you think it will mean to Coventry and your organisation if you did win?
I think from an organisation point of view, it has a great opportunity for us to actually get onto our soapbox again and say how brilliant Coventry is, how brilliant West Midlands is, and actually kind of try and alleviate some of this negative opinion of the region, and to encourage people to actually come here, to spend money here, to invest here and to work here and to live here and to actually, you know, do events here, because that's what we do. We organise events and we want people to come here. I think from a city point of view, this is just such a great opportunity generally. Culturally, it's just a huge melting point in this city. And I think it's a great opportunity to actually see a return on investment and to see inward investment. This is what it's all about, is seeing investment from a leisure and a corporate and a commercial point of view, and to see the city start to boom. It's Coventry's time to shine, generally, and I think we've got some great opportunities. Touch wood.
Yeah,
great.
That's amazing. I want to thank you for joining us
You're
today.
welcome.
Thank you, Stephen.
We definitely can't wait for the results. If you're not able to watch live, then you can head over to our Twitter account at media_ICOV, where we'll be tweeting the results live.
Exactly. And also on our Twitter at the moment, we started a poll on the statistics of HIV in Coventry with results that might just surprise you.
Yes, last weekend, Coventry's LGBT community came together to remember those who were lost on World AIDS Day. Our reporter Luke Ambrose has more.
The 1st of December is commonly thought of as the start of Christmas. However, that day holds much more significance than just baubles and fairy lights, as it is in fact World AIDS Day. Coventry Pride held an event in Central Hall as a way to share information about HIV and AIDS diagnosis, treatment, and what the journey can look like.
And this is a day when people can come together to remember people who have been lost and also learn some stuff about HIV and AIDS across the world. We were joined by Ravi Gowda, who's a HIV consultant, about the changes in HIV and the fact that now people can be on treatment and they will not pass the virus on to people, which is something that's quite new within the HIV world. So really something trying to fight discrimination. So after we kind of talked about that a bit, we then lit a load of candles and in the shape of a red ribbon to remind people that actually there's many people in the world still suffering with HIV and AIDS. So I would say that it doesn't really matter what day of the year it is, that everybody should take responsibility for going to have an HIV test. That none of us know when a virus we might be exposed to it. We're very good as human beings of discriminating, but HIV doesn't discriminate. If it can infect, it will do. But now there are so many ways of preventing HIV, treating it, so that in years to come, we hope that there'll suddenly be no reason to have a World AIDS Day.
This has been Luke Ambrose from Central Hall, Coventry, reporting for ICOV.co.uk.
Right now, we're going to head back to Lizzie with the news.
The City of Culture 2021 winner will be announced tonight, and Coventry is among one of the 5 finalists hoping to win. The Coventry team showcased their final presentation to the judges last night, and the winner will be announced from 7 p.m. on BBC's The One Show. Channel 4's been given until the new year to agree to move out of London, with Coventry bidding to be its new headquarters. The government's threatening to use legislation to force them to move from the capital. The West Midlands Combined Authority has submitted proposals for them to move their centre to the Midlands. Australia has voted to legalise same-sex marriage. The bill was passed with an overwhelming majority following the Senate voting in favour of it. A major crash has closed the A46 southbound near Coventry. 3 vehicles have been involved in a pile-up. There's also been disruption in the area following the private sale at Leaks, which has led to long queues of traffic. The European Union has given Theresa May a 72-hour deadline for Brexit. The Prime Minister will have until midnight on Sunday to sort out the border issues with Ireland. General Electric have announced the plans to cut 1,100 jobs from its UK power business. Now back to you two in the studio.
So we have tallied our results and it shows that 51% voted false, which is in fact incorrect. Coventry has the highest HIV rate in the UK.
Wow, that is crazy that still so many people are oblivious to what's going on around them.
It is. And like what was just said, AIDS does not discriminate.
Absolutely. But in other news, it's glad that a lot of people are interacting with us on Twitter.
Exactly.
Shout out to Steph, who's so excited to see Helena perform, which as am I.
Same. And Joseph Connolly said on Facebook that he cannot wait for today's show. He always makes sure that he has Thursday afternoon free so that he can sit down with a packet of digestives and watch ICOV. Thank you so much for your kind words, Joseph.
It was fantastic.
So now it is reported that brown water has been coming through local pipes and into people's homes.
Gugu Mashuva spoke to Oliver Sylvester, a Coventry resident who's experienced discoloured water.
This week it has been reported that more Warwickshire residents were unable to get flowing water from their taps. When contacted for comment, the press office informed ICOV that their water pipes, which are 49 millimetres on occasionally burst. Other issues that have arose is that locals are waking up to discoloured yellow, orange and possibly brown water. We spoke to one Coventry local who experienced this discoloration this week.
I woke up in the morning, came downstairs to get a glass of water, and as soon as I turned on the tap, it was just like a pale yellowish colour. I didn't think it was bad. Like, I'm from a place where the water's sometimes white, like because we have limescale in the water, so I thought maybe it's just like part of like the process, but then I smelt it and it smelled fine, so I drank it anyway. I don't think it's acceptable, but there's a lot of like chemicals in the process of like purifying water, and sometimes like they don't get filtered out properly, so I just thought it might be like.
Personally, I think it's really, really important to have clear water available all the time.
Definitely, I agree.
Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have been wondering about our musical guest today. Helena is in the studio with us. Thank you so much for joining us, Helena.
No problem.
Thank you. So, what sparked your interest in folk music?
Well, both my parents are from Ireland, so I go back quite a lot, and the music's very folky, and I've just always been brought up around it, so that's what made me want to get into it, I guess.
Great. So we know that you play the guitar, but we wanted to know who taught you and at what age did you start learning?
I only started learning about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I didn't have any lessons. I just saw a second-hand one and tried to teach myself.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, my sister plays a little bit as well, so she helped me as well. But
Yeah.
That's really good.
Do you have any musical influences? I know that folk music comes from like Ireland and like America as well. Is there anyone like in the UK that kind of influences you?
yeah, Oasis probably my favourite band. I know they're not very folky, but
Yeah.
like they're very do a lot of acoustic stuff, and yeah, I love their music.
Yeah.
Great. And finally, could you tell us about the song that you'll be singing for us today?
The song that I'm singing is one of the first songs that I wrote. Like I wrote it years ago, and my best friend's boyfriend was moving to Australia, and she was really sad about it. So I just made a song and majorly exaggerated it, but
Oh, that is lovely.
it's okay.
That's so sweet.
Well, we look forward to hearing that. Make sure you stay tuned in until the end of the show to catch Helena performing.
Yes, but you will never need to go to Italy with a local pizza place opening right near you.
Leamington Spa's Basement Browns is opening a branch in Coventry, and critics are raving about the amazing taste.
We sent Go Scotting there to see where it all began.
We're here in beautiful Leamington Spa, a historic town known for its amazing architecture, fantastic shopping and recently amazing restaurants. We're here in front of one of the best pizzerias in the entire country and definitely the West Midlands, Basement Browns.
Tell me about the history of the restaurant then.
So the history of the restaurant, it comes from four brothers. What they've decided, they've travelled all over the world, you know, they've kind of, one of their massive enthusiasms is pizza. And so they've gone from there and gone, okay, what can we add something different in England? And so what we've done is we've gone to those places and we've taken out the best part and then put it into our product.
What makes your pizza different from one of the various takeaways or high street brands out there?
So one of the ideas that we have is that leaving your dough to ferment, you know, and what that does is it binds all the quality ingredients that are in there all together. Our sauce is sourced actually from Italy. We actually fly the product over straight from Italy. It's from the Palermo region from Italy, and it's complete tomatoes. There's no added products to it. There's no sweeteners or anything. It's pure tomatoes.
And recently you've started to expand out. You've recently made your second branch in Coventry.
Yep.
More plans to expand out?
Yeah, we're going to keep going from there. We're aiming upwards.
Walk me through how you typically make a pizza here.
Okay, so we're going to make a family pizza today.
Okay.
So we're starting with the dough, which is fermented for 4 days.
Now this has been fermenting for 72 hours.
Minimum. Take it off nicely. Go all the way around. I need to overstretch it a little bit, and now I'm transferring it onto paddle. Yeah, and I'm going to put some sauce on it. And this is 100% tomatoes, so it's really good.
After smothering the dough in the imported sauce, Wojtek then covers it in fresh mozzarella cubes. He then puts the pizza in the stone open flame oven to cook at a whopping 335 degrees.
Obviously they're much better quality than if we buy them some cake. It's always better if you can get something local. And it's our family margarita already.
Sounds fantastic.
After cutting the pizza, there's only one thing left to do. Have a taste.
So we have here one of the most popular pizzas available, which, if you have a slight extra care in the dough, really does show. It's so beautifully crispy. Then let's have a taste. The cheese and the sauce just taste so much better in comparison to other high street brands. It's just one of the many examples of what the West Midlands have to offer when it comes to great tasting food.
Oh, I could definitely do some of that.
It did look good, didn't it?
It did. What do you say we head over there after this?
Go, I'm right behind you.
Amazing. But for now, we have Tom Crack to update us on the weather.
Hello, my ICOV faithful, and welcome to your weekly weather report. As Storm Caroline barrages our friends in the north, we're going to take a look at what's coming our way in the West Midlands over the next few days and the coming weekend. Today, as I'm sure you all saw heading into work, we had a few cloudy and wet spells, but those conditions look to wither as the day goes on. Tonight we'll have some strong northwesterly winds that will bring some light snow showers across the region with maximum degrees of around 10. Friday, we're going to look towards the weekend, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, with the possibility of continuing snow showers from the night, affecting the Warwick and Coventry areas, whereas the centre of the county, we met with further dry spells. Venturing into the weekend, and those northwesterly winds look to continue with an average temperature of around 5 degrees Celsius. Across the region, with the West Midlands may encounter Storm Caroline's wrath, with strong spells of snow and rain. Sadly, it's looking more of the same going into Sunday, with a stronger accumulation of snow and rain occurring, but wrap up warm as it looks like it's going to be a cold one. So that is your weather report, and for those heading out this weekend to a panto or a Christmas market with the family, keep those Yuletide spirits high despite the rain and wind. I've been Tom, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Tom. Well, that's all from us today. We're now going to head over to Helena, who's going to give you a beautiful send-off. I'm Alexis Carrington.
And I'm Tashan Gray. Make sure that you guys all follow us on our social media at ICOV Media, and we'll see you again for the last week next time.
Just met, and I don't regret a single step I've taken, though I would change how much you mean. Waking nights so alive, I could stay up and listen to your stories of life and how you've changed. But you're going on a one-way plane, a one-way ticket. Said you made no plans, you're just gonna wing it. How do I feel? Well, it makes me sad, not like I could ever tell you that. One-way choice, one-way life. To us, to us, to us. It's sunny there, clean warm air. You will have no problems, especially with forgetting me. And after a while, you will smile. You'll have found another, and she will mean far more than me. Oh, you're going on a one-way plane, a one-way ticket. Said you made no plans, you're just gonna wing it. How do I feel? Well, it makes me sad, not like I could ever tell you that. One-way choice, one-way life. To us, to us. theirs to ours. When you come back, you won't be looking for me. You'll have a life that you've grown on your own. And I'll be older and hopefully happy. And I'll think of the day that you went on. A one-way plane, a one-way ticket, said you made no plans, you're just gonna wing it. How do I feel? Well, it makes me sad. Not like I could ever tell you that. One-way plane, one-way ticket, said you made no plans, so you just winged it. How did I feel? Well, it made me sad, and I regret so much never telling you that. One-way choice, one-way life. I wonder if you stayed, would you still be mine? One-way choice, one-way life to ours.